Okay, we have to talk about this. Representative Anna Paulina Luna vows to get to the bottom of UFO mystery and threatens to defund Pentagon bosses' salaries unless they reveal intelligence on secret alien ship crash program exposed by whistleblowers. This is amazing. This is huge news. I am making a dedicated video just on this topic. That's how important I think this is. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and let me know what you think in the comments below. A few days ago, I made a video about the new bipartisan effort with Matt Gaetz and some other people, Muskowitz, to establish a select committee dedicated to UFOs. And I think that is exactly what we need, as opposed to the gatekeeping Council of Nine that is going to be established by the Schumer-Rounds Amendment. Then, we do need a congressional body dedicated to receiving classified information and disseminating it to the public. I think that is absolutely necessary. Maybe it could be folded into one committee. However, I have grave doubts about the establishment trying to seize control of the UFO narrative and the disclosure process. So I am very concerned that the Council of Nine will indeed be a gatekeeping committee, and that its function will be not to let out any UFO information that it doesn't absolutely have to let out. Sean Kirkpatrick with a license to actually release some stuff every now and then. So I think that this new Senate Select Committee, or actually maybe a House, is going to be absolutely essential to actually getting anything done on UFOs, any sort of disclosure, any progress as far as our understanding of UFOs and what all of this means and what we can do about it. So I love it. I think this is huge, and now we have more information about it and some other stuff. So let's go over it. I'm basically just going to read this article. I try not to do that, but in this case, there's some really good information here, and I won't cover it all. Won't read the whole thing, but let's do it. Let's go in. 4 lawmakers wrote to Kevin McCarthy requesting a select committee on UFOs to ramp up their probe. Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna told Daily Mail she and her colleagues would not stop until they got to the bottom of the UFO mystery. A group of lawmakers is planning to put the search for the truth about UFOs front and center by demanding a special committee with the power to prise information from government that could prove whistleblowers' claims of a secret program hiding non-human crashed craft. 4 members wrote to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Friday requesting a select committee on U.A.P. to ramp up their probe. One of the signers, Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, told Daily Mail that she and her colleagues would not stop until they got to the bottom of the UFO mystery and threatened to defund Pentagon bosses' salaries if they didn't cough up their alleged secrets. I love it. Actually going to war with Pentagon bosses over their own money. Ingenious. I love it. I love this aggressive attitude, unlike what we've seen from Rubio and Gillibrand and others on the Senate side, that initially expressed a lot of enthusiasm for this issue and then went radio silent. Really right around the time that Grush would have testified to the Intel committees a couple of years ago. Now here in the House, we have some really proactive, aggressive Congresspeople coming out in force in a bipartisan way to really kick some butt and get something done. I love it. I think this is huge. This is amazing. So yeah, even going after the money. Yeah, follow the money, but also try to choke it off. This news comes after an historic congressional hearing last Wednesday where a 14-year intelligence veteran, David Grush, testified under oath that he had evidence of a secret alien ship crash retrieval program, including photographs and interviews with insiders. Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna first got interested in UFOs when serving in the Air Force. Here she is pictured with her husband, Andrew Gomberski, an Air Force combat controller. I wonder if he knows anything. But moving on, here is the letter that they wrote. And I've already gone over some of this before. Dear, Speaker McCarthy, yesterday under oath and before the House Oversight and Accountability Committee, Mr. David Grush, an Air Force veteran, testified that the Pentagon had been keeping Congress in the dark concerning UAP. Historically, UAP have been called by other names, UFOs, but despite the changing alphabet soup, our concern and the concern of our constituents remain constant. Mr. Speaker, we ask that you immediately establish a select committee outside the jurisdiction of any standing committee. Okay, that's going to be huge. So I suppose that means that it couldn't be influenced or co-opted or bullied by the gatekeeping committee, the Council of Nine, if I'm understanding that right. It says it will be, if this goes through the way they want it to, it would be outside the jurisdiction of any standing committee. It'll have subpoena authority to go about the task of collecting information from the Pentagon and elsewhere for the benefit of the public and to discharge our constitutional, legislative, and oversight roles. This issue is much bigger than the news cycle. It represents a confluence of concerning governmental actions that indicates a lack of forthrightness, to put it mildly, on the part of the Pentagon and intelligence community. No government program, no matter how sensitive, can be outside the view of Congress. Well, it can and it has, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And yet the executive branch routinely redacts and entirely withholds information from other domains that we are entitled to, and is doing so here. And that's what concerns me. The executive branch, it doesn't matter the party, but the executive branch is seemingly on board with the Chuck Schumer Rounds amendment that would, create the gatekeeping committee. If they were sincere actors in all of this, that would be exactly what we need, and it would be a great thing. And my fingers are crossed that they are. But, do I trust it? No. I think this is what we need. By establishing a select committee to investigate the United States government's response to UAPs. So it's not just investigating UAPs, but the U.S. government's response to UAPs. I think that's crucial. The 118th Congress will have an opportunity to work through more significant issues of government oversight, including lack of budget transparency, overclassification, and unwillingness to respond to congressional oversight on a discrete issue that is readily understandable by the public and which is of grave concern to our nation. Indeed, it is. There you go. House Oversight Committee member Luna, who says she first became interested in UFOs while serving in the Air Force. She is asking the Defense Department and intelligence agencies for the classified reports Grush made, including his alleged evidence. I love it. Yes, please get those classified reports, Anna Luna. That is amazing. And when you do, redact whatever names you need to redact and locations and censor, specifics that you need to redact and release the rest of it to the American people and the people of the world, for God's sakes. She also vowed to probe his claim that he had been threatened for coming forward and that others may have even been killed. To me, that is extremely scary, she says. That's not how a republic runs itself. That's how a banana republic runs itself. That's how a mob runs itself, she says. We're trying to go after all of them, the Florida Congresswoman, who is expecting her first child, said. This is and congratulations, Anna. This is a massive deal, and we have to get to the bottom of it. We are requesting the Inspector General report that Grush was testifying to in the hearing. That's going to be pretty important because that contains a lot of bombshell information from what we're gathering. So inspecting information or requesting information from the Inspector General. That would be amazing. I hope that happens. I hope they get all the information from the EIG and also from the Intel committees, and that they release David Grush to make public statements that he has not been allowed to make heretofore. He goes on, we're actually trying to get a select committee under oversight so that we can do the subpoenaing, she added. Luna joined Matt Gaetz and Tim Burchett, as well as Democrat Moskowitz, writing a letter to Speaker McCarthy that I already read. If granted new powers, Luna said she would be hauling in front of lawmakers people that know more information that can divulge and can possibly even protect lives. I love it. I love it. Anyway, the article goes on, but there you have the bare bones of it, or the bones as we know them, I guess I should say, because these are early days yet. The committee hasn't been formed. The legislation forming the Council of Nine also hasn't, been signed into law. We are still in the fog of war on all of this. We are in early days, but there are some extremely encouraging signs. And this enthusiasm and dedication on the part of people like Anna Paulina Luna and Tim Burchett and Moskowitz and others are just going to be so important going forward. Thank God the cover-up hasn't co-opted everybody. There are still some sincere actors in all of this that are actually dedicated to transparency and honesty and serving the public's interest and their desire to know and their need to know what the shape of their own reality is. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. I think this is huge. I think this is gangbusters. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what I had been hoping for. So I am so stoked about all of this. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. I would love to see you guys there. If you want to support that channel in a bigger way, there are channel memberships available. If you become a channel member, you will instantly become a Cosmic Road rock star, and I would really appreciate it. You can also simply leave a PayPal or heck, buy one of my books. I'm a science fiction and fantasy novelist, and if those are the kind of books you like, you might like my books. Here's a trailer for one right now, link in the description.